Hi there, my name is Beck, and you're the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And at the end of last week, we had the truly fascinating story where a television executive and writer, Leslie Headland, came out and said, "Great news, everybody! Disney has greenlit a brand new Star Wars series." And I'm going to tell you the selling point of the series, why you're going to want to watch it. I'm going to tell you really the most important thing about it. And then we said, yes, oh Leslie, yes, please tell us what is this series? What's this series going to do that's going to make us have to get Disney Plus to watch it? What is it? Tell us about the series. And she said, "Get ready. Are you sitting down?" And we're sitting down and we're ready. What is it? Tell us about this series. And she said, it's going to be female centric. Yay! So that'll be exactly the same as all the rest of Disney Star Wars that has failed horribly over the last 5 years that they try to force feed down our throat. See, Disney is a company that is so really on board with the idea of social engineering. They really don't like it that sometimes there are girls that don't want to be scientists. Oh no, how terrible! They really don't like it. So they're really into making Star Wars into a female brand, so it can encourage girls to do things that I think they already can do. There's no barrier to entry whatsoever, but they just want to encourage them to do it, either way. So yeah, they're going to do another female-centric Star Wars. So, like my first thing that went through my head is, I think the same thing that went through the head of everybody else in the entire rest of the internet went, what? Oh, what? What are you thinking? What's going on? Yeah, how could this have possibly happened? And, I think we got an answer to how this could have possibly happened. And the answer is absolutely hilarious. And then there was a second hilarious thing where the shield-in-chief, John Campion, came out and white-knighted for this series, and then got his ass handed to him in public in front of everyone, and has since then been spending time trying to say, oh, this was all edited out and taken out of context. No, John, you're an arsehole, mate. That's the problem, and we all know it, and it just happened to come out on your podcast one time. Okay, but before we get into it, can I ask you guys, can you hit that subscribe button? Can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? All those buttons are fan-dabby double-dosy. I am so pathetically and wonderfully grateful for any of you hitting it. Thank you so much. I want to show you my appreciation. Go check the video notes. You'll get instructions on how to win this. I give stuff away on this channel every week because I want to show you my appreciation. So what we're giving away this week, giving away tonight. So you got to get your entries in quick, and I'll be on the TARDIS zone at about 8 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock UK time, and we'll be giving it away then. And then we pick out a whole new thing. We give us something away each week on the channel. So what we're giving away this week is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings. I love this box set. It's a DVD box set of the extended edition. So you've got 4 discs. 2 discs are the movie, and another 2 discs are the extras. The packaging is so incredibly wonderful. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribing being very important from my perspective. So subscribe to the channel and then leave the hashtag TreeBid. Hashtag TreeBid. As I said, we're giving away tonight. Okay, and look, when I say giving away tonight, if you're watching this in the future, then it's already been given away. It's not always going to be given away tonight, because tonight is one fixed point in space and time. That fixed point in space and time will be Sunday, the 26th of April. So if you're watching this after then, it's already gone. But come back and check one of my later videos, because I'm always giving something away every week. Fine. So we got an answer to the question, how on earth did this happen? How could they be so incredibly stupid? Now, what do I mean by them being incredibly stupid? They've been trying desperately to make Star Wars into a female brand, and it's been failing over and over again. So I'm just going to give you a bit of free advice and tell you why it's failing. It's because female-centric Star Wars is something that not many people want. Star Wars really works best when it's made for little boys. I think if you watch The Mandalorian, it's the only watchable Star Wars I think has really come out, in hindsight, from Disney. But if you make Star Wars for little boys, that makes Star Wars really good and people like it, both boys and girls. But if you make Star Wars for little girls, nobody likes it because little boys aren't interested because they don't like girly things, and little girls aren't interested because they don't like Star Wars. So, it's just nobody's interested. So again, we have the question, how on earth could this have happened? So the answer comes from this other tantalizing piece of information that Leslie Headland got us started in the industry as being Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant. Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant. She worked for the company for like 6 years, and I think she may have picked up a tip or two in that time because the rumor came out, was it, on one of the Walt Disney World forums that Bob Chapek and Bob Iger. I think Bob Iger's come back to Disney. Were both livid at this because it's crazy. And so what I think happened is that she did a real Harvey Weinstein move. No, she didn't rape or, wasn't a sex pest to Bob Iger or Bob Chapek. Although, wouldn't that be fun if she was? No, she didn't do that. But what she did, she announced the series. She announced the series without getting a green light from Disney. And now Disney's in the position of either saying no to a gay woman. So she's in the progressive stack, and they can't say no to her. So they're totally screwed. But at the same time, Disney's still losing $30 million a day, $30 million a day, and so they are looking to cancel series rather than greenlight series. But now she's announced it, they are kind of screwed. So Harvey Weinstein's ex personal assistant just seemed to have Harvey Weinstein Disney. And I think that is absolutely going to be the video title of this. So the other hilarious, just freaking hilarious. This story is the gift that keeps on giving, and I hope it keeps on giving because it's so wonderful. The other hilarious bit is that John Campea, as I said, the Disney shill-in chief, leapt up to White Knight this series right away before realizing that it was a completely unauthorized press release, and then proceeded to have his ass handed to him, which I think just out of my love for you, we have to watch together. So let me put this on. There you go. Doink. I'll move over here. Let me turn the sound up. Okay, John. There's so many pearls of wisdom about to come out. You could be said you're about to get a pearl necklace. There, John. Let's go.
Listen. I can already hear the man babies.
That would be me, I guess. I'm a man baby. Okay, there. But, that's normally not the best way to sink into disagreeing with someone and have it come out well. It normally makes you look like a bit of a dick, John. But I don't think you might. I don't think you can stop looking like a bit of a dick because you're a bit of a dick, aren't you?
Crying about, why is it female-centric? There's an agenda. Listen.
Okay. Saying it's female-centric is the definition of saying there's a gender. But again, he's going to be educated this really, really soon. You are such a freaking idiot, Campea. Oh my God, I don't know how you have any credibility.
So let's just put that to bed and not touch on this again, shall we?
Yeah, let's put to bed the objective reality that this is an agenda-driven decision, which they said is an agenda-driven decision. And I guess you would like us not to touch on it again, but oh boy, we're going to touch on it so much. I think kind of like the things that happened when Leslie Headland was working for Harvey Weinstein.
Listen, they've already got 3 other series coming that are all male lead. Okay.
It being male lead doesn't make it not female centric. The sequel trilogy was female centric. It was female, and you had a few male leads, but it was very, very female centric. I would even say Rogue One was female centric. Had Jen Erso was the main character. I have literally no confidence whatsoever that any of these shows are not going to be female centric because that's all they really know how to do. Let's see what else he has to say in all his stupidity.
That means right now, if this comes out and it's only 4 shows, that's 75% of their male lead. They got one that's going to happen to be a female lead one.
That's called Campea math. Campea math, where you ignore all the relevant factors that make you look like an utter arsehole and just plow forward, looking like an utter arsehole.
Deal with it and just move on. So can we?
Yeah, let's just deal with Campea math. You are the shillest shill of the shills.
Move on from that. Thank you.
You're going to be a little surprised, Will.
Yeah, she's not going to be ready to move on for that. Let's see what you're going to say.
What I have to say, though.
Okay.
I really, really loathe the descriptor of female-led. Because here's why. I love the idea of a predominantly female cast.
I have to tell you, if you were doing Star Wars, like normal Star Wars that was aimed at like little boys, and you said, let's try this thing on the side as well, I'll be like, yeah, that sounds great. But when you give us the same dross for years on end, and it keeps on getting rejected, roundly rejected by the audience. Oh my God! Did you see the how much is Disney was roasted for when they revealed the characters for the High Frontier? Ava Chris, who's the best of the best. Oh God, Jedi Karen. Lots and lots of Jedi Karens. We're all kind of sick of Jedi Karens, as I think we're going to find out. Some surprising people are.
I think it's fantastic. But my problem is, why are you only releasing the fact that it's a female-centric show?
They're only releasing the fact that it's a female-centric show because that's the only relevant piece of information. That's the only thing that matters. Story doesn't matter. Nothing matters other than the agenda. We've seen it with Star Trek Discovery. We've seen it with Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who, and we've seen them all get exactly the same response. We've seen it with Birds of Prey. We've seen it with Terminator: Dark Fate, and they all get exactly the same response. Utter hatred from the audience, and they fail. They all fail.
Oh, and they're going to be doing some kung fu or whatever. Why say that? Can you read me the headline again? Except take out female-centric and just put male-centric.
Yeah, no, he's not going to want to do that because that's going to show what an utter arse he actually is.
Let me see.
Sorry, you weren't planning on going back.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going back.
Yeah, because it's so hard to go back and find a video clip.
The point is,
or look at a headline. That's really tricky.
These other shows that you talk about that are predominantly male-driven, nobody says, "Oh, we have this upcoming series. We're not going to tell you anything about it, but it's going to be predominantly men."
And it's not predominantly men. Yeah, again, Star Wars does not. The only predominantly male show I think it's seen is The Mandalorian, and that really wasn't predominantly male. You also had lady bosses and a bunch of the tropes that you can't not have in modern Hollywood nowadays.
You know what? That's exactly what it's saying. And for me, yes, I want to see shows with more women. Obviously,
I'm sure you do. So why don't you just somebody go ahead and make some, and then see how they go. But here's the trouble. The reason why all these shows always fail is, again, they focus on the agenda and not the story. And that's why. And here's the real crushing tragedy. They're also into diversity. They're into we must have diversity. We must have representation. And here's the truth. Talent doesn't go according to any skin color or sexual orientation or ethnicity guidelines. Talent is dispersed equally. And if you had a meritocracy, just hire the best people, because you will find that if you look at any of these groups that you think are on the protected status, there will be a bunch of people who are very good at stuff in them. And if you just get if you would say, I just want people who are very good at stuff, you're going to get a naturally diverse cast and crew. Unless you're saying, if you have a darker skin color, you're just not very talented. Unless you're saying that if you're female, you're just not very talented. If you're saying if you're gay, you just can't be very talented. If that's what you're saying, and I think that is what you're saying, then you're a bit of a bigot, and I don't think it's a good thing to be a bit of a bigot. But let's see how Erin Cummins has to finish this off.
But you don't have to say that's the selling point. Tell me a little.
That is the selling point. To them, that is the freaking selling point.
But about the story.
There is no story. They don't care about the story. They care about the selling point.
Make me fall in love with the story, because ultimately, if the show, I'm finish that thought. Ultimately, if the show does fail, then it looks like it failed because it was female-centered.
And that's where we are right now. That's where we are. It's like I thought that you could have a female Doctor Who. I really genuinely thought it was possible to have a female Doctor Who that would work. I'm not sure anymore. I really don't sure, and I don't think the viewing public thinks so either. But let's carry on.
Not because of a million other factors that it could have failed by. And also, when the first news of it is female-centric, I know that there's a lot of people, not just men, but also some women named Karen, who also are.
Well, I don't understand how she's against Karens. Isn't the entirety of Disney Star Wars Jedi Karens now?
We're just going to be like, all right, I'm not interested in that. I'm tuning that out.
Yeah, well, yes, that's exactly what I was saying before. Little boys are not interested because they do not want to, they're just not interested in female-centric shows, and little girls are not interested because they're not interested in Star Wars generally. The girls who are interested in Star Wars are interested in real Star Wars. Like that Star Wars girl liked real Star Wars, and she hates this Star Wars, which is just dripping of condescension to women and to minorities in general by saying that you have protected status and we must protect you. Us wonderful Hollywood executives, we will white knight for you, just like Campia tried to do here, and wonderfully, Aaron Carrington, I don't know who you are, but thank you for handing John Campia's ass to him, which he's been scrambling to try and hide now, and change the narrative. My name is Sheila Beck, and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop, and have yourself a fantastic day.